Weep here.
AB here.
Today, we're going to be showing you guys the Black Rock Shooter Dawnfall figure by Spiritale. Pretty sure that's the name of the figure company. First figure that I've owned by them.
I'm really excited. You're the one who introduced me to Black Rock Shooter, and so I'm pretty excited. I haven't completed the anime yet, but that is in the works.
What do you think of it so far? I know you watched the first couple episodes.
Ooh, so are we talking about Dawnfall or?
Let's just say the comparison of the two because they're completely different.
Yes, so I completely agree. So because we were going to do a video on the Dawnfall one, we started with that one. And to be honest with you, like the first episode, I was super confused on what was going on because it didn't explain anything. I thought it was really, really good. And I love the bike. The talking
Yeah.
bike is, I don't remember its name. Do you?
Shrike?
Shrike? Well, if we're wrong, leave it in the comments. But I thought it was really, really cool. The animation's really done. Disney is the one who did that, correct?
Yeah, I believe they kind of help with the
collab with it.
animation. Yep,
Yeah. So
as far as I know.
yeah, correct us if we're wrong. But so the first episode kind of had me like, what's going on? Because I didn't know. But I thought it was really good. The animation, the fighting, the aliens, all that stuff was really cool. And then we watched the first episode of the other one.
Yeah.
The original, I guess you could call it, or if that's what you want to. I was like, this isn't even the same series or anything. It's completely different. It has the same character, but it's completely different because you have these high school girls and all this stuff, and then you meet like the main character.
Yeah.
And so it was just really confusing, but it kind of made a little more sense with him explaining to me some other things, and so that I could see how the two connected a little bit. But I would just say they were two different animes.
They are different completely. This figure is honestly insane. It's huge.
What was your two thoughts on the two animes?
When I first actually started watching Dawnfall, I actually really liked the series, probably to the halfway point. And then I think at one point I couldn't get to watching it, probably thanks to the way we watch it and stuff like that. But then all of a sudden I just came back to it, finished it, and I really got to admit to you, like, I thought it was going to be a disaster at the end, but honestly it wasn't a bad ending. And so you will have to get to it. And honestly, the ending, I think for a person that likes the original series a little bit more, it kind of brought some love back to the original series near the end of the show, which I really enjoyed. But yeah.
So what would you personally rate the original and then Dawnfall?
So the original, I think, is something that, like, when I first started watching Black Rock Shooter, I fell in love with because the animation, the fight scenes were on another level. It is nothing compared to what we get in Dawnfall. Like, there's some crazy shenanigans that happen in the original series that made me fall in love with, Black Rock Shooter here. And so seeing her back again in this new Dawnfall version was a different take. It was pretty interesting how they had her, but I think they did fairly decent for what it was.
Yeah.
So honestly, I would still love the original series a lot more than what I just saw in Dawnfall.
So if you had to give a rating, or do you not want to?
I will say the rating. How about like a 6.5, 6.7
for Dawnfall?
For Dawnfall, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of stuff for the original series that kind of throw people for the loop, I feel like, because I feel like it's a whole mental thing. But growing up with the show, I think it's definitely one of my favorites up there. And you could actually buy the show. I've seen it, I swear, online a couple times just for sale. And I would recommend you guys watch the original series. I mean, if you really like Black Rock Shooter, definitely go for Dawnfall. See that take. But I mean, I don't know if there's maybe like other people's creations that pushed for this to be created. I have no idea, you know.
Yeah. But so for me, the animes again, I didn't complete them yet.
Maybe.
It's on the to-do list, but I enjoyed both of them from what I've seen. But don't go in thinking if you haven't watched them that they're the same
Yeah,
because
definitely.
they're not. But honestly, from what I've seen of Dawnfall, I really really like that
Yeah.
one just because there's a lot more action and all that. With the other one, the original, um, there's not a whole lot of action, at least within the first little bit of the series, both series. Uh, but yeah, I'm really excited to finish them, and I can't wait to
Yeah.
see if they have more or what they do. But what's your thoughts and opinions on the piece? So obviously we have Black Rock Shooter
Yeah.
here.
I personally love this piece already. The details in this piece is is something I haven't seen, you know, like at least I haven't seen in this company because this company I feel like is new. And so I was not expecting the quality to be so high. Does it have a flaw? Any flaws? I will say Black Rock Shooter herself will wiggle. I have a weird feeling that it could lean, but Black Rock Shooter, the figure itself is super lightweight. And honestly, the gun is really, really light too. Maybe just as lighter. And so maybe not. Maybe it's well structured, but I guess time will tell if this piece will lean or not. I mean, yeah,
Yeah, and definitely be careful with if you get this piece when you're putting her on, because there's just that little bar when you put her on. That's all. That's it. But her herself, like Weeb was saying, is definitely light.
yeah. The base itself, yeah,
Yeah, that's got a little bit of heft to it
yeah.
too. Yeah.
Be prepared.
I think it's crazy because I was telling Weeb here just the tire treads. That's so cool. And like seeing it in person and on the video is completely different because in person, like the paint job, the finish on it, like it just looks super super good and clean. I didn't see no like paint nicks or nothing like that. I think they did a really really great job with this piece.
I love her hair. Her hair is really cool too. And there's a lot of tones and textures and details on her body that honestly, the more you look at it, the more you appreciate how detailed this piece actually is. And I like that about this piece.
Yeah, like when I first seen the piece, I obviously noticed her black hair, but then as you get up and through, you see her hair turns transparent,
Yeah,
which I'm like that's really cool. That's a neat detail that
yeah.
they did there. That just goes to show you that they were paying attention.
I will also tell you that putting the gun on was a little bit of a struggle, but taking it out of the wrapping, be very careful because these pieces of the gun are very like fragile. So you could honestly break them apart if you're not careful unboxing or unwrapping the gun. And again, the gun is pretty cool. I really like the gun in the piece and in the show in general. It's sick.
When a little bit of a spoiler here in Dawnfall, when she first whips it out, I'm
Mhm.
like, "What is that thing?" And then she goes boom and shoots it. I was like, "That's so cool!" I was
Yeah.
like, the idea of this gun because when you first see it, it's like just this big thing that what is that? And then boom, it's a gun. I really was blown away with
Mhm.
that idea.
I think another thing too is that the bike here talks in Dawnfall, and I really don't think it talks in the original series. So that's a pretty neat little thing too, unless that was explained somewhere. But it has been a while since I've seen the original series. That's just what I'm going based on. I even love the base. You know, you got this blue flame that's just coming around, and then destroyed structures that she's coming down on. It really paints a picture considering the anime is like the world is destroyed basically.
Yeah,
The whole planet's in ruins. So it really is impressive that they did here. The detailing and the rocks and everything. I do think the beams could have been a little bit more detailed because they're really kind of plain.
Yeah.
But
Like
I
they could
mean,
have painted the bolts a little bit, like a different
yeah,
color to show, hey, but
the tread too of the when it's of the bike too, they go from black to blue, which is really cool too. I love that from
yeah.
the flame. There's just a lot of cool things that I enjoy about this piece, and I think I might keep going with Spiritale, the company, because they're talented creators.
Yeah, especially if they keep coming out with pieces like this. I agree.
I really don't know how tall it is. Let's see how tall phase up. Because honestly, filming this thing was a pain. So what, 19 inches almost? Less than a little bit less than 19? Yeah. 1/4 scale piece. I mean, technically 1/4 bunny figure would be your average size probably to this. And I honestly don't know. I think it's maybe 1/7 scale. Black Rock Shooter is, so she's pretty small, but next to the bike, no,
Oh yeah,
it's huge. So,
yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah, so I definitely recommend you going to check out the anime and then definitely check out the piece if you're interested because it's super, super good.
yeah.
Um,
I
Just
got nothing else for you guys.
me neither. Just remember to like, subscribe, and comment.
Weeb out.
Maybe out.